everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much for clicking on this video and giving it a watch. If you're new here, I would love for you to stick around and hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that bell button so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Not just for me, but for any of your favorite YouTubers, because what it does is it tells YouTube that you are enjoying our content, and in turn they share us out into the YouTube world. If you have access to that hype button, I would love to ask you to use it for me, but only if you want to, because I know that you have to be choosy with those. You only get about 3 of them a week, and so you have to pick and choose who you want to share them with. And if it is me that you share them with, I want to say big thank you, because again, I know you have to be choosy. Today for you, I have a Dollar Tree haul. Sorry I'm a day late. The beginning of the week, my husband gave me, several days ago, my husband and I finally decided that we are going on a family vacation this summer. It was hit or miss whether or not we were going to. And it has been up and down and left and right and trying to decide ideas of where to go. We finally kind of, I think, nailed something down, and I really got hyper focused on trying to plan out a trip and budget and looking pricing, and I just got really distracted yesterday, and then all of a sudden it was dinner time and I didn't go shopping and do hauls. So sometimes that happens. So today I dropped Braxton off at school, and then I went shopping, and then I came home, I got ready, and now we're going to do some hauls. I'm going to do my weekly hauls and you're going to see them. So today I have a Dollar Tree haul. Tomorrow will be either Temu. It'll be Temu. Tomorrow I'm going to have a Temu haul, and then Saturday will be another Dollar Tree haul because I have enough for all that. When I went shopping, I literally didn't really have a lot that I was shopping for, and I probably bought enough for 3 to 4 hauls because I started having ideas. I have stuff for Mother's Day gifts. I have stuff for decorations. I was just creative, I guess. My brain was going, and I was picking stuff up. And so I picked up way more than I expected, which is fun because it means I'm all over the place for you guys. If you want to wait till the end, I'll talk about my vacation plans, maybe if I remember, and all the things that I'm currently working on. But let's get started on the haul. All right, so I finally had a chance to stop and really look at the summer stuff because I was so focused on baskets. I literally just said to my best friend the other day, I don't know what to do with myself because I have been working on baskets of some sort since the beginning of the year, because right around the beginning of the year is when I started my sister-in-law's baskets, and then I finished them right at her baby shower, and then of course Easter baskets, and then there were the mental health professional baskets I did kind of in between there. Like, I have been working on baskets since the beginning of the year, and all of a sudden I'm not, and I don't know what to do with myself. But there is Mother's Day, so I'm going to be working on Mother's Day baskets. Me and Lorelei are going to go shopping this weekend for her grandma and her mom to make them some baskets. We've been working on her grandpa a Father's Day basket, and then I'm making one of my friends a Mother's Day basket. I said I was going to do this at the end. Yeah, and so I have baskets coming up, and then my sister-in-law asked me to do some more baskets for her. She's the best. So I picked these up. Oh, these don't show well. They're the darker green palm tree table decors. It says it's a 2-piece. I got the darker green one. You really can't see those well. That's not going to help. I don't have anything to help. But they're the darker green one. They have some that are like a yellow neon-y green. And then they had orange or yellow maybe. And I got these. 1, I like them and I do decorate for summer. And 2, probably, I think I'm leaning towards doing a Golden Girls birthday party for myself. I don't usually throw myself parties, but because usually we're out of town for my birthday because my birthday falls right at Thanksgiving time. But we're doing it here in Colorado this year, and people are coming to us, and so that gives me the ability to throw a party. And then plus my in-laws, a lot of them will be here to celebrate Thanksgiving, and they can join us. These are really cute. So you get 2 because they come like this, 2 flat pieces, and you just saw I slid them together, and then you can put them on this little base. When you're trying to do it fast, it never equals fast. So you shove it in that little base, and then it sits, and it's a little tabletop decor, which I think is really cute. So I'll probably use them for summer, and then there we go, and then use them for that because palm trees will definitely be a part. I was actually trying to think about things to pick up for that birthday party. I just dropped the other piece. And I was like, ooh, I need to watch Golden Girls because I haven't watched it in so long. Okay, also in their summer decor, these are new to me. I hadn't seen these before, but they're little tabletop decors, and they're like little drinks. They had another one that was more of a martini and in yellow. I did not pick that one up, but I did get this tropical drink with the flamingo stir stick and the umbrella. And then I got like the strawberry, more citrus daiquiri, almost mojito because those look like mint leaves. Some sort of mojito. We're going to go with that, like a tropical mojito. So I got both of those. Thinking about my tier tray, because I don't know, my tier trays I think are a little lacking in some of these holidays because I don't have a lot of little things. So I got those. Also in their summer stuff, I picked up some of these cute little awnings. I have ideas, but we will see. So these are for if and when my youth group does our movie night fundraiser that I've been wanting to do. And I thought these could be potentially cute. They are about 2 feet long by 10 inches tall, probably in the back. And then I got the pink ones because for my ice cream decor, which I still haven't finished decorating for that, mostly because I haven't wanted to record it, which is silly. So that's going to happen tomorrow. This is Wednesday. You're watching this on Wednesday. So tomorrow on Thursday, I'll probably do it. Which I also need to go grab something else that I bought because I need to do that tomorrow too. But so I thought maybe I could put these up either over my cabinets or over my built-ins. Or at least one of my built-ins over the window in my built-in maybe. I thought that'd be cute. I do, if you watched my go through my totes with me, I have an awning in there, but it's all kind of like messed up. And for $1.50, why not pick these up? So these might be for fun. They have them in baby blue too. I didn't pick up the blue because I don't really decorate that way. Also, in the summer section, I ended up picking these up. I have avoided them. I think they're adorable. I won't use them because they're plastic on the inside, and I have Stanleys that will keep my drinks colder longer. But the cute factor on these is a 10. These are so cute. Now, I have seen, and it's a Stanley, my inspiration was a Stanley, where you do a gift coming out of a cup, which I love doing. I have definitely done. But you somehow, you put something heavy in the bottom, and then you do like the skewers, and you do a gift coming out of a cup. Well, with my girls group, my youth group, we have raffle items that I've talked about many a times. And so I'm going to do a blue one like that as a raffle item for this upcoming sessions we have. Our big convention is in June that I'm getting ready for. And so I'm working on raffle prizes for our little girl who is running that. And the money will go to a cause. I think hers is going to children's cancer research. And so we want to sell raffle tickets so she could donate money to that. And so I think I'm going to do one for her. And then the pink one, either we'll wait for a year for my daughter's year, which is next June, where she's in charge of it all, or for something else, make a gift out of it. So this one I haven't really started on, but the blue one, to do that, I was in my last store just looking for a few things. I saw those. I decided, I think I'm going to do that. So I got a beach ball to put in it. And then I got these rubber duckies. This one's in a little blue shirt. This one's in a cute little pink lei. My thought was if I do them both the same but different, I could do one rubber ducky for both. Like the blue one with the blue one, the pink one with the pink one. Or I can, whatever. So that was kind of some of my thoughts. Take these out, put a little skewer because there are little holes in the bottom of the duckies, and then add that to it. But I don't know what else. I wasn't super focused on that. That was kind of a quick little thing that I decided that I was picking up. Next, in the clothing section, so they have a lot of shirts out, lately at the Dollar Tree. And I was just kind of skimming over them. And I decided to pick this one up for Eric. His birthday is right around the corner. It's the end of May. And they had this one. He likes ramen. He likes Asian culture. If you watched his birthday party from last year, that was the theme. And so when we asked the kids, like, okay, if we decide to go on vacation, where do you want to go? His first thought was Japan and then any European country. We're like, okay, let's back it up. We're going to stay in the United States. And then he said Alaska. Okay, let's back it up. We're going on a budget. But this is the shirt out of the package. It's a little rough, but I mean, I think he's gonna like it. So he's getting this for a birthday gift. $1.25 or $1.50. I don't know the price of it because it's Dollar Tree and who knows now. It says it's 60% cotton, 40% polyester. It's a little rough. It's kind of thin too, but for him, it'll be fine. So that's gonna get put to the side as a birthday gift for him. But I thought that was a neat find. All right, back on my list of things I am working on. Lorelai, our daughter, is going through continuation this year. I had a question on one of my hauls, I think, what is continuation? And I guess I just always don't realize that other places do things differently sometimes. So continuation is when you go from 8th grade into high school. And a lot of, at least the middle schools my kids have attended and that I attended, do what's called a continuation. It's almost like a little mini graduation. They do like, you know, you walk and you like shake your teacher's hands and you do a little just like you're moving on. You're moving out of like the younger years into high school. And last year for Braxton's continuation, I just did a little tablescape, invited his best friend and his mom, who's one of my friends, over, along with like my best friend, you know, close family friends. And we just did a little mini like good job. So I'm going to do the same thing for Lorelai this year with the same just kind of concept, like good job. And so I have ordered, when you see if you come back from my Temu haul tomorrow, that's where I ordered all her stuff, because Dollar Tree stuff is all in the darker colors and I wanted to do hers in pink because I found pink stuff on Temu. So that's where most of that decor is coming from. I haven't found a ton at Dollar Tree and I have not said a word that I'm doing this, so she doesn't know yet. But I did find these color changing cups that I thought I would use. There's 8, which overall should be enough, and it looks like they change from, it says light red to red and light blue to blue, but they look gray and pink before you put anything in them, and then they'll change colors. So I thought that would just be fun and kind of like in that like kind of color scheme. I wonder if these are supposed to be for, they are. They're supposed to be for 4th of July, but they look pink and gray before you change the color. And then I got her a card. Now I try very hard to not use things that use the word graduation, because I don't consider this a graduation. It is a continuation. You're not done. But this one says, and that's a wrap. This is only a beginning. Congrats, graduate. So I'm going to say that's a wrap and probably do a little with middle school. And then change that to, or maybe cover it up, congrats. And then make it more about continuation. But this color scheme was absolutely perfect for the decorations that I bought. So I wanted to get that. Now we're going to move. Oh, so recently in a collective haul. I also got these plates. Because I still will use the little hat and stuff because it's still cute. But I use the word continuation a lot. And this you get 12. And I just thought that was cute. Because it's, when we did it for Braxton, which we'll see, it was like finger foods. I did a lot of little finger foods for him. And so we will see kind of how I do it. Save your receipts, use Fetch. If you haven't gotten Fetch before, I do have a link down in my description box if you want to sign up through me. All it does is, I think it gives you a few extra points because you signed up through somebody, and it gives me some extra points. But what Fetch does is you scan all your receipts and you just build up points, and then you can trade them in for gift cards. So I'm going to probably trade mine in for something to use on vacation because we're trying to keep it on a budget. All right, so when I did my collective haul, I think last week, I don't remember, but I think last week I had bought some stuff from Five Below. It's like sprinkle items, and I want to put together a birthday gift, and I don't have anyone in mind for it yet, but I'm starting to collect the stuff, and eventually it'll go to somebody. But I'm doing like kind of a sprinkles birthday gift of stuff I'm finding, and I found a few things at Dollar Tree to add to it. First is this detoxifying clay mask, and it says, meant to be, and it's got like the chocolate drip with the sprinkles on it. And it says, meant to be your skin's reset, this detoxifying clay mask with cocoa and calakin clay purifies pores and smooths texture. So it's gonna have like a minty smell, I'm assuming, but I just thought it's the packaging. And then next, this one's Orange Juice Sweet, and it's got like little orange popsicles, and it's a brightening cream mask. Orange You Ready to Glow. This brightening cream mask with orange and vanilla refreshes, softens, leaving skin bright, uplifted, and pampered. And it just, the packaging felt like it just went perfectly for like kind of where I'm doing with that. And then lastly is this roll-on lip oil by Beauty Impressions. And it's not sprinkles per se, but that gives the same kind of sprinkly vibe. So I decided to grab that to add to it too. So I am just kind of collecting some stuff. Eventually I'm going to put it together once I feel like I have enough stuff. And then I'll figure out what I'm doing with it. Sometimes I do stuff, and a lot, I can't be the only one, because I have that other channel, Celebrating with Amber. If you don't follow me there, you should. I do stuff just to make sure that I'm making content, but I always try to make sure I have something to do with it. And I mean, I know people with birthdays, so it won't be hard to gift it, because I know people with birthdays. So it's just, a lot of times when I'm working on my stuff, I do have a recipient in mind, where this time I'm doing it backwards. Okay, so in July, Lorelai, my daughter, our youth group, she's in charge of our yearly annual camp out. So we always go camping. It's at the same campgrounds that the organization owns, and she gets to kind of plan the schedule, which when we went on our road trip a couple weeks ago, that was what the point was. There's it's about the business of this upcoming summer stuff. And so she put in her schedule that she wants to do and her meals and stuff, and they approved it. So one of the things that she really wants to do is a glow party. So I've been working on collecting things to do a glow party. And so that means we're going to decorate the campground with glowy stuff. I'm going to get some black lights, probably on Temu, because they're affordable-ish there to just do some plug-in black lights. And we're going to do games. And we were all over the place kind of what we wanted to do, but we're going to do just fun activity type games. Like I have Jenga, but like big ones. And so we're going to paint those so that they glow under the black light. And we've been picking up just little just games and stuff. I digress. So during the day, one of her activities is to paint shirts that will glow in the black lights. And so part of painting them, we're going to get obviously paint that glows in the dark, but I found these markers. I've found them in the past, but these neon colors just feel like they really would go well. I don't think that they're going to necessarily glow, but I can test it out as soon as I get some black lights. So I got 2 in these neon colors and then 1 in some more like primary colors, and they're dual tip, so there's fine or broad tip. And so yeah, I got these specifically for that. One, I did buy myself some, but if you take it there and the kids use them, potentially it will still work, but it also might be a wrap. Like you might not get to do them again. So that's why I got those fabric markers. And those have been off and on at Dollar Tree. I don't think that they're necessarily, no, it's 2024 by Ningbo Prime Art Marker. So it's not Dollar Tree branded, but they've gotten them in more than once. Then in the toy section, I picked up some of these. They've changed their double cars. And so now the fire truck comes with a police car, where before it was with like a red raft, probably a raft for the fire station. But now it's just called First Responder. But these are going to go into our gift bins. If you're new here, my husband and I, well, mostly my husband, but he owns a antique fire truck, and he owns an old car, a 1950 Dodge Coronet, and we go to car shows. And when he takes his cars or his car or his fire truck to the car show, we put out a bin of cars and let each kid take one for free. And we have mats, like the rugs with the road, so like if they just want to hang out and play with them, they can, up to the parents, obviously. And when we did it with the fire truck, the kids wanted to dig and find a fire truck in our cars, and we didn't have them because the fire truck was new. It was one of our first car shows. So since then, we have been collecting fire trucks. And so we do have quite a few, but my husband said, we're going to go through those quick. And I'm like, you're probably not wrong, actually. And so we're still scooping them up because. All right, I've picked one of these up before. I don't know where it is, but it's a pickle getter, and I liked this one. I'm probably going to give it to my best friend, but it's got the little pickle man on it, and I just thought that was so darn cute. So really, you just put this around the like jar of your pickles, and then you just leave it on there. So every time you want to pickle, you use this little pickle getter, which are 3 sharp little prongs, and you pull your pickle out of the pickle jar. And my best friend is obsessed with pickles. I only like Grillo's pickles, but we just got a batch and they're not as good as they used to be. So hopefully it was just a bad batch. Not that Grillo's are going to be terrible after this. All right, almost done, but then I'm going to run because like I said, I did a lot of shopping today. This was just what was in this bag, and I want to pick up something else because I'm going to do a DIY with it. But in the food section, I had been watching for these. It is pizza, macaroni, and cheese. My 2 boys, we've gotten the pizza, macaroni, and cheese from Trader Joe's. It's a frozen one, and you just microwave it. But they both like that. Eric loves pizza, and Braxton likes that pizza, macaroni, and cheese. So I got 2 of these so that they can try them. They can split a box if they want to. Braxton's a big boy now. He can eat a whole box, though. So can Eric sometimes. But so the packaging, though, on these, I give them a chef kiss. Like, the packaging is adorable on this mac and cheese. And it's made by Enterprise CP LLC in Minnesota. I always wonder where it's made, but this does not necessarily... Oh, made in Minnesota. It's made in Minnesota. So I'm going to have them try it so that way I know if they like it, I can pick up more. But I don't want to pick up more if they don't like it. Like the Italian cheese mac and cheese, I only picked up one for Braxton to try because he loves the Gouda mac and cheese. But he said that the Italian cheeses one wasn't his favorite. He prefers the Gouda. So I'm glad I only picked up one. All right, and then also I picked up this icy water mix. Not everyone likes blue raspberry, but some of the kids do. So I thought that they could give this one a try if they want to. I don't like these. They're too blue and they're too bleh for me. So I don't love them. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to go, well, it's going to be one. I'll be right back. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show is something I'm going to use for a DIY. Not my idea. 1000% I saw this. Someone did it on Facebook is where I saw it. But it's turning this planter, which is the same planter I use for carrots for Halloween, for Easter, but in the orange color. And these planters, are you seeing it? Into ice cream cones. So what the thing that I saw, they put a hole in the bottom, or in the bottom, right? So that's the bottom, but in the top, and put in a solar light to put these outside. I'm thinking the top of my fridge because I don't always have big enough decor and stuff to put up there. But I'm going to paint this more of a cone color. They had some that were more of a terracotta-ish color, but not at the store. The ones that they used in the video were more of a terracotta color. But I'm going to take this, paint it like a cone. I'm going to take this, put this on top. She did cut hers, but I want to be able to take mine apart when necessary. But you just kind of, I mean, I think that that'll be fine. Maybe use some glue. That's perfect. Use some glue dots. And then I think all I'm going to do is put sprinkles on it. And it just looks like it looks like an ice cream cone. Not my idea. I am not creative enough ever to come up with this in my own brain. But I am creative enough to see what they do and recreate it myself. So this is going to be one of the few DIYs that I want to get done here very soon with my decorations, my decors. So I got those. And they're $1.50 each. So for $6, I have 2 like nice size decorations because I'm sure I have paints that I can use. What I saw her do too is she took, I think it was either the stuff that you use for fake frosting. So you can use, sorry about Ethel, she needs to go to the puppy spa. She's got the emo look going because she needs a haircut or a ponytail. But she takes the either caulk or the spackle and made it so it had like drips on it with that. I don't think I'm going to do all that. Maybe next year. I don't know. I think I'm, because I already want to put sprinkles on some other ice cream cones I have from Dollar Tree. So I think I'm just going to use my Cricut and Cricut some sprinkle shaped items and put it on there. So that's my DIY. All right. So we're like right here at the end. Things I'm working on. I started at the beginning. So I'm doing some Mother's Day baskets. I'm doing one for a friend that you should see pretty much everything I bought on Saturday or Tuesday. I have enough stuff to spread these hauls out, so I bought a lot. And then my sister-in-law reached out. She wants to do neighbor gifts for her neighbors. And so she asked if I would be interested. Hello, of course I would. So I have a brainstorming list. I haven't bought anything yet, but I was looking at like what I can pick up at Dollar Tree to just kind of help with my thought process on that. But I'm starting the planning process on that, but I'll be working on those baskets soon. I'm working on my youth group summer stuff. So I have a gift basket that I am doing for a raffle prize. I have our camp out stuff of like the activities there that I'm working on. What else? I know that there's more and my brain isn't finding them now, but after the baskets, and I just kind of felt like, I don't know what to do with my life. And then now all of a sudden I have a long list. Planning vacation. Oh yeah, I said I might talk about that if I remember. So our planning started with, of course we want to go to Florida. We love Florida. And started looking into that. Well, I do have a budget that I'm trying to stick to, and Florida with flights did not stay in that budget. So, and we were looking over 2 different weekends in July, but I just broke my nail, sad day. So Florida did not work out because of 1, our favorite Airbnb being booked, and 2, the cost of flights. And so, and we've done that one now. Not saying we'll never go back, because we absolutely will, because I love Florida. But we wanted to maybe look at something different. But then I say that, then we're like, well, what if we do another road trip to California? Because that was a lot of fun. We get to see my husband's dad when we go, and it's just fun. And so we did very much look into that. We looked at maybe going to Universal or going to SeaWorld or going to Disney, because we've gone to Legoland now more than once. And that was in the running, but also above budget. And so then we thought about scaling that back and maybe just doing a shorter road trip, or same amount of time but not driving as far, and maybe just doing like Las Vegas, because if we went to San Diego we were going to drive and do it as a road trip, and we were going to stop in Las Vegas and Joshua Tree and maybe Santa Monica, because I love Santa Monica, and then down to San Diego. Again, over budget from what I was trying to not spend. And so we're like, well, what if we just do longer in Las Vegas and Joshua Tree and do like a beach day or, night or something. And so that was lingering for a little bit. And then we were kind of like, okay, we'll probably do that. And then I was like, wait, what if I go left? What about Texas? Because I don't think I've ever been to Texas. Not that I can remember. And so it would be something different that our kids haven't done and we haven't done. My husband's been in Texas, and we've done layovers in Texas, and he had to drive home during a big blizzard one year because the flights weren't coming home from Texas. He went to Belize with a work trip thing, and then they couldn't get home because all the flights were late, like wouldn't come into Colorado because we were having a blizzard. So they drove home from Houston. And so we looked to see if we could do that as a road trip, and it takes about as much time for us to get from home to Galveston as it would for us to get from home to San Diego. And so the road trip part of it's fine. And we're going to stop probably in Oklahoma City for a day or 2, and then probably go to Galveston. And at one point I was between Galveston and Corpus Christi, and I still am not 100%, but I think ultimately we've decided Galveston because I think the kids would enjoy that more. And I like the pier. They call it the Pleasure Pier, that has like a whole amusement park on the pier. And I think that they'd enjoy that. And the duck tour boats, if you know what I'm talking about. But it's a boat that will drive you on land for a tour and then drive you in the water for a tour. And I think they'd like that. And then there's both Corpus Christi and Galveston have awesome like naval museums. So either one, we would go to that. But the Naval Museum in Galveston looks awesome. So does the USS Lexington Museum in Corpus Christi. So we found things for them to do. And now my dilemma is the budget for the Airbnb, because I want to be on the beach and be able to see the beach, but it's really hard to find the space that we want in the budget that I have. And so that's been my biggest struggle. But if you have any pointers or ideas of fun things to do in Galveston, I would love to hear them, because I started watching YouTubers, people who have been there and stuff like that. So I'm trying to learn all I can so I can plan a fun trip for our family under budget. I did read or hear that the ferry is free and you might be able to see dolphins, because I looked into the dolphin boat ride tours, but they're pricey. But maybe if the ferry is free, and we could maybe see dolphins. That might be on the list. But yeah, if you know Galveston or from Galveston, any of that, there's an Ollie's there, and whenever we go to Florida, I go to Ollie's, and so we'll go to Ollie's, of course. And yeah, so that's a little bit of everything I got going on in a nutshell. I'm going to say goodbye though, because I don't have a lot of time before my family's going to be home, because I got a late start today from shopping, and I try to get my hauls done before they're here because they bring the racket. But thank you so much for spending this time with me. Again, if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I am so excited to continue to share all the fun things with you. But I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.